Okay, good afternoon. I am doing a gear rundown slash visual shakedown for anybody who's interested in doing that for me. I would very much appreciate it. So we'll start at this end and go that way. So to begin, I've got my pack. It is a Mariposa from Enlightened Equipment and just a little Nylaflume waterproof sack inside. Nothing too exciting there. Moving down to my sleep setup, I've got an Enlightened Equipment Revelation 10-degree down bag. Currently I just have it in its storage sack. You need to compress it down super small or just kind of leave it flying. I've got my Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite women's sleeping pad and an Eros pillow from Sea to Summit, the premium regular size. It's actually a really nice pillow. I quite like it. And then I've got my Big Agnes tent. It's a semi-freestanding tent. I wish I could remember what tent it was, but I will put that somewhere on the screen here. Okay, next let's move down to clothing. We'll start with my everyday. I have the hooded version of the Mountain Hardwear Crater Lake shirt. I've got outdoor research sun gloves because starting in the desert, so want to protect myself from sun as much as possible. I have these long dry on the fly pants from Duluth Trading Company. They are the boot cut cargo ones. And they're nice because they have the ability to roll up a little bit to like a capri shape. Not that I really use it, but just has the option. We've got, and I'm wearing their slim leg version of the same pant right now. I'm going to start out with these. These are my Ultra Lone Peak 4s. I super love this shoe. It's super comfortable. I've done basically all of my hiking for 2020 in them. My birthday trip, or my trip with my husband in October, and then I did not hike the winter in them, so that's that. And then I've got two different kinds of socks. I've got the Darn Tough, I can't remember what length this is, but it only comes up that far on my leg, if that's helpful. And then the Injinji's women's hiker. These are super comfy. They don't have the lifetime warranty like the Darn Toughs do, but I quite like them, so I figured I'd give them a go, and if I don't like them, I can always buy another pair of Darn Toughs. Also, trekking poles will be with me all the time unless I find that I don't need them or want them. These are just the ones I bought off Amazon. They don't sell them anymore. But I'm just going to start with those guys. Otherwise, we've got some carbon fiber ones from Costco. If those happen to break, we ended up with a 2-pack. So that's that. Headgear. We'll start. Sorry, it's a little windy, so stuff is moving around, but I got this Adidas sports hijab, which honestly is really nice. It's super lightweight, super comfy, and it comes with like the hijab portion and an undercap portion. You can wear them separately or together. Even when I wear just the undercap, I can't see my hair underneath, which is kind of impressive because it's dark. So, and then usually I can see my hair under light colored fabrics, but this one works really well. The other thing I've got that I'll have most of the time is this outdoor research sun hat. I quite like it. Ooh, there's the wind. It's really good even in the rain. I went hiking in the rain with my husband not that long ago for about, I want to say about 2 hours, and only at the very end did it start to leak through with rain. So that's pretty impressive to me. And then the other thing I'll keep is this homemade wool hat. I had a sweater that I was going to use for winter camping that got washed and dried and therefore shrunk. So I made a hat and mittens out of it. So the hat's coming with me, as are the mittens. And it's like a super fine merino wool. It's super cozy. But that's just for sleeping at night if I happen to get cold. Other things that are with me full time, we'll talk about like second layers. So to start, I've got my outdoor research men's Ghost Whisperer in these super thin like tech gloves. They're just a liner glove, but I like them just in case because I have really cold hands all the time. So those are good for winter and morning, or nighttime and mornings. For rain, I've got another, did I say outdoor research? That's Mountain Hardwear. This is also Mountain Hardwear, and it is the, I think it's the Acadia rain jacket. I like it because it's got hand pockets and pit zips, so that, you know, you can have some of that manual ventilation as well, because all of those things that say, oh, breathable, waterproof fabrics, just doesn't, it's not really true. As much as they try to make it true, it's not really true. So I really like that this has the manual pit zips. I will be carrying this umbrella in the desert, especially. Wind, mostly for the sunshine. I'm trying really hard not to get super burned. Not that it happens very often. I've had one sunburn in my entire life, but it's not something I'd like to start exploring now. And then for colder weather, ooh, there's a wasp over there. For colder weather, I'll also have yet another Mountain Hardwear top. This is their Type 2 Fun 3/4 zip hoodie. I like it because it's got thumb holes. It's got this really nice like waffle fabric that traps some air. It's really nice and warm. I can wear it either with the regular top that I have or by itself. No issue. Here are those mittens that I made that need a little bit of a touch-up because there's a hole in the thumb. And also, when we get to snowy mountainous regions, I'll have this Corsa Camp Corsa Ice Axe. It is way lighter than I ever thought something like that could be. Okay, that's it for all of the really, really big stuff. Let's get onto some smaller stuff. Water. Currently these are just 700 ml water bottles. And I'll have 1 liter water bottles with the sport cap on them. So, but I'll have 2 liters, either Smart Water or Life Water. I actually kind of like the Life Water better because they're a thinner bottle, easier for me to grab. And then I have this knock bag, which is a 3-liter bag that allow me to carry extra water. And then the ever-present Sawyer squeeze. You know, not much needs to be said about that. Awesome water filter. Can screw onto either of these and onto this bag, which is why I have it. Okay. Next, food storage. So I've got this light AF food bag. I think it was their large. I could be wrong. It might be the medium, but I'm pretty sure it's the large. And I'll carry a fuel with me. Yeah, obviously. I've got this teeny tiny stove that's really awesome. It's never failed me, and it's super light. A mini Bic. I have my Toaks pot, 750 ml, and then I usually have a bit of towel. It probably won't be this bandana, but to wrap around the little stove and the mini Bic to keep them from like rattling around inside this. Currently I'm keeping it inside the mesh bag that it came with from the factory. It might just end up being a rubber band that holds this all together when I'm on trail. Next up, we have my bathroom setup. Nothing complicated. Got a little shovel, hand sanitizer, and toilet paper. Pretty self-explanatory. And this is it's really light, 0.59 ounces, and it digs pretty darn well, so I'm pretty impressed by that. And then last, we have electronics and ditties. Oh, how did the wind move this? Okay, so starting with electronics, I have my Garmin Inreach Explorer Plus, I guess. It's quite heavy, but it is worth it to me and all of my friends and family to be in contact with me. This wasp is hanging around a little too much for me. I've got my battery pack. It is like a 15 milliamp hour battery pack from Anchor. Next is the bag that the battery pack goes in, and that also stores cords for my phone and for the Inreach / battery pack. This doesn't fit in that bag, but this is my wall charger, and it's got a regular USB and a USB-C port, so that's nice and small. I don't want to kill you, but I don't want to get stuck. Sorry, temporary wasp issue. And then I've got my headlamp and batteries for it. The headlamp, this charger, all go in this bag, and the charging cables and the Anchor go in this black bag. That may change, but you know, for now that's what I got. And then for my ditties, I carry a notebook and a pen. I keep notes about what I do every day, so I like to have it. I don't really like, I can keep notes in my phone, obviously, but I would prefer to handwrite them. I just like it. I've got a kid-size bamboo toothbrush. I've got toothpaste tablets that I actually really love, though I prefer the ones from Lush called Toothy Tabs. I've got this little guy, which is a fingernail clipper, a tiny scissors, and a tiny knife. So that's useful for a number of reasons. In here we have a backup mini Bic, and this is tenacious tape for repairing all sorts of things. I also carry Leuco tape, but this should probably go on the medical side, but I just didn't want it to blow away, so it's going right back under that edge. Currently I have sunscreen, if that would focus on the sunscreen, because why not? I might send it home with Eli, I might keep it, you never know. This is my mattress repair kit. I just keep it all together for now. Some people carry ibuprofen, I carry a crap ton of naproxen. Never know when you'll need it. And then here is like Imodium, Pepto, and Benadryl, because if your tummy's not acting right, you will be sitting on the sidelines. And then I carry one little neomycin antibiotic ointment and this tube of Vaseline, because Vaseline has so many benefits and purposes. So that's what I carry. Oh, it looks like that's everything, guys, that I can think of. So if you have any comments, see, there's that bloody wasp again. If you have any comments, thoughts, questions, recommendations on how to slim down that base weight, let me know. I would be happy to hear it. Also, let me know what you think about wind shirts. I have one. It's like 2 or so ounces, but I don't know if I'm gonna bring it. So, sorry, that's the other side of the backyard. And that's the restaurant that's next door that makes darn good tater tots. Okay, well, that's it for me for now. I'm gonna pack up, go inside, and hopefully avoid getting stung by this wasp that keeps hanging around. See you next time, guys.